Chosen vessels, what's the deal? Shout out to the galactic family. It's Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need every chosen vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get right into it. Have you ever tried to do something and it was too hard, so you stopped because you didn't feel like doing it? All right, sometimes you just don't feel like doing stuff, right? Things get too hard. All right, there's been plenty of times where I have tried to do something and you just don't want to do it. You give up. You're like, I don't feel like doing that. I don't want to do that. You got to be honest with yourself. If you don't feel like doing it, you don't feel like doing it. Sometimes you try to do something and it's just too hard. All right. Sometimes you try to do something and it's too hard. I mean, you see other people doing things. You might have thought it was easy. Oh man, wow. Look at how easy it is for them. Sometimes don't we do that? Sometimes we look at other people and their success and we're like, I think I could do that. But sometimes it might be too hard. So when things get too hard, and you feel like you want to stop, you got to be honest with yourself and you have to keep it real. You can't be fake with yourself. You don't want to set yourself up for failure because in life, sometimes things are just too hard and they're complicated. You don't have what it takes to figure it out, and you're trying to learn, you're trying to research, and you just keep hitting a wall, and you don't know if it's gonna work out for you, and you keep trying, but you're not getting anywhere. You're not making any progress, and you getting frustrated because you see everybody else winning that's doing what you want to do. You see everybody else being what you want to be. It's like the universe just opened up a gateway for you to see everybody else's success except your own, and you're doing your best. You're working on it every day. You're not giving up. You're taking your time. You're doing your best. You're putting your all into it, and it's still not enough. That could be some of the most frustrating stuff. That'll make you want to throw your equipment in the trash. That'll make you want to throw whatever you're working on down a flight of stairs. That'll make you want to toss it out the window. It'll make you want to throw it down, stomp on it, smash it, break it. You'll get so mad and so angry, you just can't take it anymore. Why can't I win? Why can't I be successful? And when you're going through those times, life's still there. Life is not going anywhere. Life is still going to be there. And the fact that you're trying to make your life better and it's not working, but your real life is still there. You still got to pay your bills. You still got to go to work. Maybe you don't have a job. Maybe you're doing your best, and it's very frustrating. Maybe you've been filling out applications. You haven't found a job yet. All right, maybe you don't have enough to pay your bills. Maybe you missed a car payment. Maybe things are hard for you right now, and you're really trying to make that dream happen because you see how everybody else became successful by going after their dream, and it's like you want to make it happen so bad just so that you can change your life and just so you can have a better day. All right, the nice things and all that's very nice, but you just want to have a different day. Of course, you want to taste success. Of course, you want nice things. Who doesn't want a nice home with a nice yard, a nice car? Everybody likes those things, right? Everybody wants that, but you would be satisfied with that as well. But what you really want deep down inside, you just want your day to change. You want your life to change. You don't want to continue going down the road you're going down. But when things are overwhelming and they feel too hard, you got to call on God, because He'll help you accomplish what you want. It's not that difficult and it's not that deep. When you're trying to do something, you just call on Him and He'll help you. You'll find the answer. He is the answer when you don't have an answer. All right. He is the help when you have no help. All right. He's there for you when nobody is there for you. So when you call on God, when you need some help, when you need assistance, when you're trying to accomplish something, it feels like it's too hard. You feel like you don't have the energy. You feel like you don't have it in you. You feel like you want to quit. You feel like you want to stop. And it's something that you love to do. Don't pay attention to that. All right. That's not something, that's not a voice that you want to hear. All right, that's a negative voice. You don't want to listen to the negative. You don't want to listen to negative self-talk. All right, because you want to be you want to be in strength, and you want to use wisdom. All right, so when you're in strength and you use wisdom, wisdom is, I know that I could do this because God created me and I can make anything happen, because with God's for me, who could be against me? And that even comes down to your own self. So God's for you, so you don't need to come against your own self in terms of beating yourself up, wearing yourself down, telling yourself that you can't do something, thinking something is too hard for you. Nothing's too hard for you. Things only appear to be too hard for you, but you can actually do it. It's something that you could actually get done. You were created to do that if it's your purpose. So if that's what you love to do, and you feel in your heart of hearts that that's what God put you here to do, then you have to go through the period of figuring things out. It's going to be times where you don't understand. It's going to be times where things are hard. But when you call on God and you ask Him for help, it will get easier. Like those stressful moments when you're trying to make your dream happen so bad, so that way you could change your life. But when you see people becoming successful, and it's because of the Instagram and the social media. So let's keep it real. It's inspiring, but at the same time, it can be discouraging if you're impatient. So that's why you gotta call. That's why it's important to incorporate God in what you're doing, because you'll be patient. All right, you'll understand that he built everything in 7 days. Things take time. All right, first it was this day. Second day it was. The first day it was this. Second day it was that. Third day it was this. So he takes his time with doing things, even though he can do things at the snap of a finger whenever he wants. That's for us to see that there's a process to things. That's for us. He did that for us to see that things take time. All right. So when you trust in Him and you don't um, give into the negativity of your own mind because you can't get what you want right now, or things aren't working out how you want them to be right now, you'll grow, you'll elevate. There's wisdom in that. There's lessons in waiting and patience. So as long as you are working on what you're doing, you're going to get there eventually. All the failures, all those failures are attempts at success. And even though it's a fail, even though you may see it as a failure, it still helped you get to where you want to get, because without those fails, you wouldn't have built up the knowledge or the level of skill to succeed in the first place. So that's why, and only will you come into wisdom like that when you're patient and when you ask God for help. All right, there's been plenty of times where I wanted to give up on certain things. Like, I'm trying this, it's not working. I'm trying that, it's not working. And I wanted to stop. I didn't think I was good enough. I didn't think I could do it. But slowly but surely, I kept going, and I believed in myself, and I knew that I could do it, because whenever things got too hard or difficult, I would just pray and ask God to help me, and help, that I stay encouraged, that I don't give up, and that I see it through, and that I know that's what He put me here to do, because I feel that you could change things, you know. And I know that Reverend Ike said that prayer changes things because prayer changes me, and that's real. That's real talk right there. Because whatever you pray about, if you believe, it will happen, and whatever needs to be changed or worked out, it will be worked out. All you have to do is believe and know and understand that it will happen without a doubt. All right. So you play a large part in your successes as far as God, but it's like you have to have the awareness and you have to believe in your own ability and you have to believe in what he could do for you. All right. So he's going to help you, but it has to be through your own self. All right. So whatever you're doing, he's going to do that through you. All right. You ever did something and you're like, yo, I don't even know how I did that. That's your higher self. That's the Holy Spirit. That's your higher self working through you. All right. You're tapped in. That's how you're able to do those things. You're tapping into higher intelligence. All right. So, and you can tap into that whenever you want. And that's still you. All right. It's just is you on a higher level. It's your divine self. So tap into that divine self, tap into that divine mind. Don't give into negatives. Don't give into the frustration, and don't give into the giving up, and don't get into being impatient. Understand how you want to be successful right now. Maybe you want your life to change because there are a lot of things that you're uncomfortable with how your life is going, and you see some other people who don't have to go through what you're going through, but you don't know their story. You don't know where they came from. You see them. Unfortunately, social media only shows the upside of people's lives. It only shows people winning. There are few and far, but there are few people and far between that you actually see what they went through to get to where they wanted to go. All right, there's not a lot of people out there like that. So if you have a story out there like that, that's precious. All right, that's very valuable. All right, so that's why it's all about the journey. All right, because your journey, that's your story, your testimony, and that's what um, God wants you to use to inspire others. So that way they could be motivated and inspired to go after what He put in their heart. You feel me? So if you ever tried to do something and it was too hard and you wanted to stop, don't stop. You have to keep going because that's what you were put here to do. You really about to stop on your life mission. You know this is what you were put here to do. You feel that this is what you want to do. All right. And even if it's something, even if it's not what you were put here to do, and it's something positive that you know could help you or lead you in the right direction, or you know it's something that you could prosper off of, or you got an idea, even if it's an idea, it may not be your purpose, but maybe it's a successful idea that you have. Carry it out and believe in it. All right. Don't think that it won't work. It had to be put into your mind for a reason. People will ask God for blessings and for ideas, and then when the ideas come, we don't act on it. And we'll sit and wonder why our lives haven't changed and why things haven't changed. It's because we haven't acted. So if you want your life to change, right? Number one, you have to incorporate God in your life, and two, you have to do something. You have to act on ideas, and you have to have action in your life. You have to be presently active in your life, doing something positively and right and correct that is going to amount to something that's going to help you, so that way you can change your life. All right. So if something is too difficult, call on God. If you feel like giving up, ask God to guide you. Ask Him to help you. Ask Him to keep you motivated. Pray about it. All right, pray about it before you go to sleep. Pray about it when you wake up. If it's something that you really love to do and want to do bad enough, you'll care enough about it. If you have a connection with God or a higher power or the universe, you'll be like, yo, this I need some help. You'll call on your higher power because that's what is going to help you. And if you're that focused, and if you want to do what you want to do that bad, then your higher power will help you achieve what it is you want. So don't think anything is too hard for you. All right, just don't think anything is too hard for you. You may not have been able to get it right the first time. You may not have been able to get it right the second time. It may not be the greatest. It may not be doing what you expected it to do. but don't stop. All right, don't think that what you want to do is too good for you. Don't think it's too hard for you. Everybody that is successful was once where you were at, frustrated, discouraged, mad, wanted their life to change so bad. But the ones who make it realize, like, yo, this is a process. I gotta be patient. Let me just fall back, relax, trust God, trust the process, and just keep growing, keep working, and just enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. Because you don't want to go through life mad. You don't want to go through life um, only focused on trying to get things done and nothing else. You don't want to not be so focused on success that it's just work, 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 work. All right, you're supposed to work and you're supposed to be motivated, but you're also supposed to be centered and you're supposed to have a balanced life. All right, but when you want to be successful, I understand there's really no balance when it comes to success. When you really want it and you really going after it, I get it, but still, you understand. Just so you can have rest to keep going back out and getting it, is that there has to be some balance. All right, you could work yourself into um, you could work so hard to where you burn yourself out, and you don't want to burn yourself out. All right, you want to be able to have that balance, even if it's just a little bit of rest. All right, even if it's just a teeny bit of rest, you want to be able to just have that recharge. All right, and that's what God is there for. When you feel down and out, when you feel like you can't make it, when you feel like it's just too hard, it's hard. I can't do it. You can do it. You really can do it. The hardest thing that you thought you couldn't do, I want you to pick that back up this week. All right, I want the hardest thing you thought you couldn't, man. I can. You can. You can, You Adam Sandler's. You can do it. All right, all those programs he slipped into the movies. You can do it. Okay. Yes, I can. Yes, you can. Like I'm just using those to get you a little laugh real quick, keep your mind involved, but and entertained. But it's real out here, You can do what you want. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. It seems too hard, but that's a facade. That's fake. That's the matrix. They make that's just how it appears to be, because you may not have you may not know how to do it. When you learn, when you have knowledge, with knowledge comes confidence. All right, so when you're confident in what you're doing, you know that, okay, maybe I just need to learn a little bit here, maybe I need to do this here. All right, that's why I say you have to be active. You have to be constantly doing something every day that has to do with what you want to do, even if it's just a little bit, so you don't burn yourself out. But don't ever think that you can't do it. All right, you're robbing yourself of a good, bright future if you think there's anything that's too good for you. When you think you can't do something, that's because you might think it's too good for you. It's not too good for you. Your mind is strong enough. You are smart enough. You're wise enough. You're capable, more than capable. All right, but if you, before you go to sleep, if there's anything that's too hard, do you know that you could see yourself as you're going to sleep? You could visualize yourself doing it. You could see yourself doing it with ease. You don't have to know how to do nothing. See yourself doing it, and when you go to sleep, with your mind will draw to you the right ideas. That's why I say God is the idea when you have no idea. God is the mindset when you don't have the mindset. He's the answer when you don't have an answer. That's why you call on him. All right, the answer's always there. When you don't think the answer's there, it's not going to be there. You have to call on God. No, the answer's always there. All right, it's always coming. KRS-One said, everything I need comes with speed. Everything I need comes with speed. Everything I need comes with speed. So a lot of things, in order to stay encouraged, that's why I use affirmations. They all play a part in staying positive enough so where you can keep believing in yourself, trusting in the right things, trusting in God, leaning on him when you feel like you can't do it, when you feel burnt out, when you feel tired, worn out, disgusted. All right, when you're ready to take what it is that you do and just totally just, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm not. I don't even want to see it. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to touch it. I don't want nothing to do with it ever again. I'm done. I might just go do something else or just go be regular. I know how I feel. You be so ready to just give up on life. I get it. Don't do it. You better not. You better not. All that greatness inside of you, you better not. All those good things inside of you that you're ready to share with the world and inspire as many people as you can, or motivate people, or bless them with your music or your art or your clothes or your ideas or your creation or your whatever it is you do. Maybe you just bringing joy to people. Maybe that's what you do. You bring joy to people's world. That's cool too. Keep on bringing joy to people. All right. But don't you think that nothing is too hard for you, man. Ladies, don't think nothing's too hard for y'all. Nobody. All right, fellas, ladies, we gonna win. All right, whatever you felt was too difficult, whatever you felt was too hard, pick it back up because you're worth it. You're not too old. It hasn't been too long. It hasn't been too much time. You're not too bad at it to where you shouldn't try. All right, you have to be active, presently active in your life when you want to make changes in your life. You got to be doing something each and every day. You know, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. It doesn't have to tire you out. It doesn't have to stress you out. When I get stressed, I stop. Oh, I'm getting stressed. All right, cool. Let me take a break because I know me. That's why the Bible says, "Know thyself." I know Druuill. I have to stop because I could potentially, I don't even want to speak it into existence, but I want to maintain my peace, so that I don't disrupt my own peace. Well, I know me. Let me just put this down. Take a break. It may be too hard. I done been here before. I done hit a roadblock before. I done hit a wall before where I thought I couldn't do something, where I thought I wouldn't figure it out. It's just another piece to the puzzle that I have to crack the code. Once I learn, I'll be good. Somebody else was here before me trying to figure this out, doing the same thing. They didn't know, just like I didn't know. Not gonna feel bad, not gonna beat myself up. I got this. I'm gonna stay positive. I'm gonna stay motivated. I'm not gonna get discouraged. And I'm gonna keep rocking out. I'm gonna keep doing this. All right. And I know it's hard too when you have people that look at your life and they're like, yo, you're playing around. Yo, you're not successful. You're wasting your time. You're not wasting your time. What you have to do is you have to be more active in your life. All right. You have to take your life more seriously. I know that you're giving your all, but you got to give it some more and still find balance. All you got to do is you have to make sure you lay a brick each day. All right, that's all you have to do. You just have to make sure you're doing something. Make sure that you're learning. Make sure that you're becoming an expert in whatever it is that you want to do. So that way you'll have the confidence because you know. All right, when you study, when you learn, when you know, it helps you. It helps things not be hard. All right, it helps you not quit because it's like, yo, okay, I don't know this. All I gotta do is go figure something else out. This isn't a reason to give up. This isn't a reason for me to stop. So don't stop. You know that there's something that you were put here to do that you're great at, that you know you need to be doing. I don't care what stage of life you're in. If you're still here on this earth, you need to be doing it. Because when it's time to go, you're gonna be mad that you didn't. I know y'all seen that Les Brown video where he was talking about where you're on your deathbed and all your gifts and talents are just staring at you, pissed off because you didn't use them. I hope you saw it. Imagine that. All your gifts and talents just sitting there looking at you like, yo, we came. Les Brown said, he said, we came to you. All right. So don't waste those gifts and talents. God sent them to you. He didn't send them to your neighbor. He didn't send them to your mom. He didn't send them to your dad. He didn't send them to anybody else. He sent them to you. Everybody else has their own unique gifts and talents. Whatever yours are, that's what you got to use, and that's what you have to develop. And if you don't develop that, you're going to stay undeveloped. And you're going to wonder why everybody else is winning, that's winning, and you're not. Everybody that is winning was once not winning. but they had the mindset of a winner, even if their reality was telling them, or everybody around them was telling them, that you're a loser. In their mind, they said, you know what? I'm F all that. I'm a winner. Okay, I'm choosing to win. I'm choosing to be happy, and that's how it is with life in the world and people in general. When people, the greater your success, the greater the greater the haters are going to be. The more success you're going to have, the more haters there are going to be. All right, the more people are going to have opinion on what you're doing. That comes with the territory. But I just saw that I was reading an article on the Forbes website yesterday, and it said that the more haters you have, the more successful you're going to be, and that's where it said. And when you look at history, when you look at successful people, the more haters they had, the more successful they were. So when people aren't um, when people aren't supportive of what you're doing, they think you're playing around, or they're telling you it's not good enough, or you're telling yourself you're not good enough. Either way, whether it's other people, whether it's you still have to work on your mind, and you still have to have a positive mindset. Doesn't matter if the world is telling you you're not going to amount to anything. Doesn't matter if the news is telling you that you're not going to make it because of where you live or who you are or what's going on in the world. None of those things matter. What matters is what's in your mind and your faith and your connection with God, because you can prosper regardless of world conditions. All right, you don't, whatever's going on in the world, whatever's going on with you, and even in your world, you could prosper regardless of world conditions. You could prosper regardless of your conditions. Shout out to Reverend Ike. Okay, you could prosper regardless of world conditions. You could prosper regardless of your conditions. So when I heard that, I took that and I ran with it, as you can see. All right, so do something. You gotta do something. God blessed you with another day. If you woke up, if you're here, if you're on earth, if you're breathing, if you're here, you gotta be doing something with your time. Why not do something to make your life better? Isn't that the goal? Isn't that the aim? To make our lives better? I know it is for me. As you see, I'm all about making my life better. All right, at each and every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. I make sure I look in the mirror and I tell myself that every day. I don't speak bad. I don't speak bad to myself anymore. I don't speak bad to myself anymore. I'm very kind to myself and others. I'm working on myself, and I'm just, it's all about self improvement. I'm seeing what I don't want, and I'm changing it. What the person that I don't want to be, I'm changing it. The things I don't like about myself, I'm cutting them out, cutting them off. Things that I don't like about myself, I get rid of. Like I don't play when it comes to self improvement, and you shouldn't either. Because the more you better yourself, the more you speak kindly to yourself, the better you are to yourself. When things get hard, when you feel like stopping, man, I got this. Man, God got this. I've been here already. I can get through this. You're going to be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're going to be able to see your vision being able to unfold. You're going to be able to see yourself having what it is you want in life. So think, back to Les Brown. He said, when things get hard, do it hard. Life is hard. When things get hard, do it hard. It's not supposed to be easy. Let it challenge you. When things are hard, that means you have to study and you have to learn. That's all. That makes it easy. All right. When you don't understand something, it's going to be hard because you don't know. You don't know what you're trying to do. But you don't let that discourage you. If people in the world let what they didn't know stop them from trying, it wouldn't be nothing. It wouldn't be anything out here. You gotta do something. All right. You gotta do it. All right. You got to. Walking around wearing Nike, putting on them Nikes for nothing. Wearing Nike for nothing. You should take that Nike shirt off unless you're doing something. Don't you dare put on that Nike shirt. Just do it unless you're really going to just do it. little corny phrases and stuff like that. You gotta like those things work. Simplistic yet profound. All right, you gotta hold on to something, and you gotta find ways to stay positive, and you have to find ways to keep your mind focused in the right direction, because your self talk is something. Are you either talking yourself up or you either talking yourself down? So which voice are you going to listen to? You gonna listen? You gonna listen to the which shoulder you gonna look at? The or the which shoulder you gonna be? It's both. It's you. It's you. Well, which you remember the cartoon Tom and Jerry? Which shoulder you gonna pay attention? Which you are you gonna deal with? I think you should go with there's a time and place for everything, okay? But when it comes to your goals, dreams, what you believe in, don't listen to the negative voice. All right, don't listen to negative self-talk. You don't talk yourself out your destiny. Don't talk yourself out of a positive future, out of a blessed life. All right, don't 20 years from now if I had only. Don't 40 years from now if I had only. Just if you had thought different. All right, you gonna don't get mad. Don't get mad. And it doesn't matter what level of life you're at. You still got time. That's why I said if you're here, it's all good. But don't let time pass by and the only thing that stopped you was your own self, your own mind. Don't do that, man. Ladies, don't do that. Don't let the only thing that stopped you be your own mind, your own negative thoughts. You know how mad you're gonna be? How come you didn't do that, Mom? How come you didn't do that, Grandma? How come you didn't, Auntie something something? How come you didn't, Uncle something something? How come you didn't cousin something something? Don't let that be you, yo. That when Meek Mill dropped "I'd Never Be Used To," that sent chills up my spine. That sent chills up my spine. I said I gotta make what I got. I said I gotta make what I got happen. I gotta use my stuff. I got some stuff in me. I'm gonna use it. I have to make it happen. It's a must. Not gonna kill myself, not gonna stress myself, not gonna worry myself into the grave over it. But we're gonna get there. And that's how you gotta look at it. All right? That's how you gotta look at it. Make sacrifices for it, but you don't kill yourself. Because if you kill yourself, how you gonna enjoy it when you get there? If you kill yourself over success, you're not gonna be able to enjoy it. You're gonna be so beat up when you water. You gonna be you like water. You gonna be Don't beat yourself up so much that where you can't enjoy it before you get there. Water. Yeah, y'all seen them. Y'all remember 5 moments later. Don't let that be you when it comes to your dream, Whether it's 5 moments later or 5 years later, all right. You want to be in a better place. You can be, but it's all up here. It all starts with your mind. You think things are going to get better for you, they are. And that's what you have to keep telling yourself. I just saw something that said I brainwashed myself for success. Lady said she went from being broke to being $100. So she went from being broke to being a millionaire. She's worth 100 million now. She went from being broke to being a millionaire worth 100 million by brainwashing herself to success. And if you haven't realized, that's what this channel is all about. Okay, we are brainwashing ourselves for success. You're either brainwashing yourself for something positive, man. I can't die. I'm too die. It's only for Jay-Z. It's only for Beyonce. It's only for whoever. It's only for Brett Favre. It's only for a NASCAR driver. It's only for an actor. It's only for a rock and roll star. It's for you. All right. It's not. If it was just for them, it wouldn't be nothing left for you or anybody else. Oh, they would be the only ones that could make it, and that's it. Even though they try to make it seem like that, but that's a whole nother video. But that's why you go to God, and you don't lean on man, and you don't trust man, and your God is the only connection you need. He'll lead you to the right connections. You want the right connections, not just any connection. Any connection isn't always the right connection. So when things get too hard, when you want to stop, you got to call on God, call on that inner strength, talk positively to yourself, talk your way through this. You're going to make it. No matter how hard it is, no matter how hard it gets, you're going to make it. And you just believe that, you know that, and you keep telling yourself everything that you could tell yourself to keep you from giving up. You call on God until you don't feel like giving up no more. You pray about your dream until you feel like you can do what it is you thought you couldn't do and more. All right, because when you believe in Jesus, you're supposed to be doing what you can do. Yeah, when you believe in Jesus, you're supposed to be doing what you can't do. And if you're not, you need to check your faith because you're not believing right. People will talk about Jesus day and night and not be doing a damn thing. That's why I be saying I'm into Jesus on a higher level, because Jesus was about action, doing things, making things happen. So if you believe in him, you need to be making something happen. You need to be doing something. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video, every chosen vessel for watching this video. Shout out to the Galactic family. I need every chosen vessel to hit that like button, that share button, and don't forget to subscribe, because we done had another real session, okay, with your main man, Druuill. All right, shout out to the chosen vessels. Shout out to the GCVs. We in here, but we out. All right, Druuill out. And anybody that is interested in collaborating with me, anybody that makes music, anybody that wants to use any of my beats, anybody that wants to do some music, work with me on some music, let's put something out. All right, hit the email in the description if you're serious, and we'll talk about it. Holla at me.